Hello everybody, welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV after Arsenal's final Premier League game of the season, a 3-2 win over Watford. Just going to analyse some of the stuff that happened during the game. Obviously it wasn't the best of performances. There was, a bit of a backstory going into the game. Watford needed to win and hope results went their way to survive. Obviously they've now been relegated, which we'll come on to, especially Troy Tierney. Not a great performance from Arsenal, struggled defensively. Which has been a bit of a concern over recent weeks. I think Arsenal have lost 15 points from winning positions under Mikel Arteta now in the Premier League, which he knows and everyone at the club knows is not good enough. Managed to hold on today, but they went to a back four rather than a back three as they've done in recent weeks, and the combination of David Luiz and Rob Holding looked incredibly shaky. Luiz gave away his fifth penalty of the season, which is a Premier League record for the most penalties given away by a single player in a season. So, again, another mistake from him, and Holding looked incredibly shaky. There's no chemistry and understanding between the pair of them. And now that we know Mustafi's out of the FA Cup final and potentially a long-term injury for him as well, they're going to have to form some kind of understanding over the next week before the FA Cup final, because if they play that against Chelsea, Arsenal are not going to win that game. One defender who did do well, though, was Kieran Tierney. He got his first Arsenal goal with a deflected shot in the first half, and then also set up a goal for Aubameyang with a long throw, which a bit weird to see. You don't normally see a long throw goal from Arsenal, but yeah, Aubameyang got two. We'll come on to him later. But Tierney, again, really impressive going forward, really solid defensively, and he continues to become a real fan favourite in North London. He was quite open after the game as well. We know he struggled with injuries this season in his first season at the Emirates, and he was open, he was honest about it being the toughest year of his life, but he acknowledged that, you have to go through that to learn and develop as a person and as a player. So again, it shows what a grounded, mature young man he is. So a really bright future ahead for him and another good performance tonight, and hopefully we'll see more of the same against Chelsea next weekend. I mentioned Aubameyang there, obviously scored twice today, brilliant overhead kick for his second goal. Didn't win the golden boot, fell just short in the end. But yeah, good performance from him as well down that left-hand side. He seems to be developing a really good understanding with Tierney down that side. They dovetail really well. So yeah, good to see him getting back and helping the defence as well. He's done a lot of tracking back under Mikel Arteta, which is a side to his game that we maybe didn't see before. So he's clearly added that to his game, and he's taking on board instructions and the role of being a captain and the responsibilities of being a captain. So hopefully it wasn't his last game at the Emirates as well. A lot of speculation surrounding his future in the summer. Obviously his contract's up in 12 months' time. So we'll wait and see what happens. But as I say, hopefully not his last game at the Emirates, because we'd like to see him stay for a long time and hopefully become an Arsenal legend with his goal-scoring exploits. And we mentioned Watford there. Got to have a word on Watford, obviously. There's a bit of a rivalry between the two clubs. We know about Troy Deeney's comments in the past about Arsenal lacking cojones. And Watford certainly didn't lack any today, but unfortunately for them and Troy Deeney, they're now relegated and will play in the Championship next season. A quick word on Danny Welbeck as well, obviously former Arsenal player and came back to the Emirates for the first time since his departure last summer. Got a goal that, capitalised on Arsenal's defensive mistakes, something that he probably knows about well, having been at the club for so many years. So, yeah, good to see him in the goal. Shame he'll possibly be playing in the Championship next season. But, yeah, good to see him fit and playing well. And, yeah, obviously, one more game to go after what has been a pretty terrible, dreadful season. I'm sure we can all agree. FA Cup final against Chelsea wasn't really the warm-up that Arsenal wanted. A struggling performance against a relegation threat on Watford side. As I say, Arsenal got the win in the end, but really wasn't Arsenal at their best and the best that we've seen them under Mikel Arteta. We know they can do much better. But hopefully, as they have done during Arteta's reign, they step up in the big games. We've seen them beat Liverpool, beat Manchester City in the semi-final, taking points off Chelsea, beat Man United. So they do step up when it does seem to matter. So hopefully that'll happen next weekend. But yeah, a massive game to end Arsenal's season, a trophy and Europa League qualification on the line. So yeah, incredibly important, not just for this summer, but something for Arteta to build his whole reign upon, really. We'll wait and see what happens, but you've got to be optimistic about it. But that's it for the Premier League season. That's it for this video. Not a great season, as we say, but hope you've enjoyed watching Gooner Fanzine TV. Plenty more to come in terms of cup final coverage, all the stuff that's going on at the club over the summer. So make sure to keep tuned in and subscribe and like and share this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening.